Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. I'm a beauty enthusiast and consultant who loves to talk about everything dealing with beauty and makeup, and today we're in a new space. So I love when I watch my favorite YouTubers switch up their backgrounds, especially when it's in different parts of their house. Like, I just like to see people's houses. So I figured I'd do one in my bedroom. The lighting is so good, such great natural lighting. So yes, I wanted to share with you a new collection by ColourPop, the Let's Roll collection. That's what's on my eyes and the face. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. And let's get right into this video. Now, on to this look, because I was like, I've got such beautiful like springy pieces, and I wanted to create a look with this collection by ColourPop. So ColourPop did send this to me. I am now on their PR and I'm so excited about it. That was like one of my dream brands to work with when I first got into beauty. So this is like very just wow, it is very humbling. So I've received a couple of collections from them, but this Let's Roll collection is just the cutest. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I cannot wait to dive into this collection. So they have the Let's Roll eyeshadow palette, which I do use on my eyes today. We'll see that. So they sent me 4 of their Super Shock shadows, and I'll show you them up close when we get into the eye looks, because I did use all but one. I didn't use this one. So this is called Fancy Footwork. Then 3 of their Super Shock cheek products, and I do use all 3 of them in the demonstration. So we've got these here. One of their highlighters from Sol, which I have owned a few of the Sol highlighters in the past. They smell so good. They smell like the beach, like literally the beach. And then 3 of their So Juicy lip tubes, which I really do enjoy these. I want to say I've owned a couple of these in the past. And then lastly, the Sol Body Shimmer, which I have owned a couple of these before. Ma'am, I think I still might have one downstairs because I love me a good body shimmer. Okay, so let's get into the eye look, because when I created this eye look, I wanted to channel a little bit of festival, okay? Because festival season is upon us, Coachella and all the things. So I started out with this shade called Pivot right here, which is a matte shade, but it does have some sparkle to it. Blended that into my transition area, and this shade is a smidge lighter than my skin tone, so it's one of those good blending shades, and it blended out really nicely. The shimmer, if I could say, kind of blended away. I don't think you see that shimmer up in here, but it's a nice matte. So then I went in with this shade called Venice Beach right here, and I wanted to use that in my transition area. This shade blended really nicely, and I really loved this orangey kind of like creamsicle shade on the eyes. And if I could say, I kind of got inspiration from my eye look from the colors in the Let's Roll decor here. So I was like, well, I see the pink, and then the peachy kind of creamsicle shade, and then this yellow. And so after Venice Beach, I went in with Disco Queen, because you know me and pink, we have a hardcore relationship here. And I blended that into the crease. And you guys, first of all, this shade is so pigmented. I was not ready for it. Then it blended so nicely. Like, if you can see it in the demo, it is blending quite far along my eye. I did not put a whole bunch of the shade on my eyeshadow brush, and I didn't have to dip back into the eyeshadow to get this type of pigmentation and to get it to move along. It blended so easily and so smooth and kind of so far on the eyes. And sorry, the sun is coming in and out, so if I seem to be going light and dark, sorry about that. So then I wanted to get into the Super Shock shadows. I first went in with the shade called Shining Star, and because I was like, I have to incorporate some like blues and lavenders and like all of the springy colors. So went into this shade here, and the Super Shock shadows, if you've never tried them, they are a cream kind of gel formula or hybrid. So here is the shade Shining Star, and you can use them with your finger and you can use them with your brush. So took it with my brush, packed it onto the center portion of the eye, and I was like, I like where this is going. Then I went in with the shade called Fame Game, and I used that on the outer portion of the upper lid. So I'll swatch this for you. They feel so good. They really do. So here is Fame Game. Yes, Fame Game. And then for the inner corner, I had to use this green, this pastel green. And oh, look at it. It's so pretty. So went in with this shade on the inner corner of the eye, and I was like, yes, yes, and some more yes. So that's the shade Groove Tonight, that green shade. And I was like, I am here for all of these shades on my eyes. I love them. I would highly suggest checking out the Super Shock Shadow. I want to say they're about $8, and you get really beautiful pigmentation from them. So then I went in with the blushes. I wanted to try all of the blushes. I wanted to wear all of them. And I could have gone more ham with this look, and I should have, but I didn't. But you can go ham. So here is the first shade called Jump Turn, and I concentrated that shade like right along here. Like I could have really, like I said, I could have gone more, but I kept it a little conservative. But I could have gone more. This shade is really beautiful. It has like, I want to say it almost has like a duochrome shift to it. Like you see this magenta color, but then it's almost got like a silvery bluish hue to it. Beautiful. And it has this, and this also has that Super Shock Shadow formula. Then I wanted to concentrate 360, that is the name of this one, kind of along the middle of the cheek. Here is the blush shade called 360, and I love this shift of pink and gold. It's so pretty. Reminds me of, you know, iconic NARS Orgasm. And then on the apples of the cheek, I went in with All Laced Up because, ooh, honey child, this shade, I need a clean finger. This shade looks so pretty, and it kind of took over 360. It is so pretty. Look at that. So, so pretty. These two on the cheeks with like an illuminator and some mascara and a lip is all you need for such a glowy cheek. So I have laced up, all laced up right here along the apples of my cheek, and I was like, I am here for these. Like, these are shadows in terms of shades too that I will pick up time and time again. I want to say their cheap products are about $10, $10 to $12. And then for highlight, I was like, okay, so this is the shade High Roller, and oh, so I have owned, like I said before, I've owned a couple of the Soul Body and Face highlighters, and these are so beautiful. Like I said, they smell like coconut. So if you don't like scented products, you're not gonna like this because it does smell like coconut. But if you're like me and you like a good like summer scent, you will love the scent that comes in these. They all smell so good. So I put this as my highlight, and it's so pretty. You could definitely build this up if you wanted to. I just wanted a little something, just a little something, but I really enjoy it. And then I saved the best for you all. The Soul Body Shimmers. It's a dry oil, so the oil does dry down, but what I love is that the shimmer stays, because I've experienced some body oils. First of all, look at that. Look how pretty that is. I have experienced some dry oils that when the oil dries or absorbs into the skin, you barely see any shimmer, and it's like, well, what did I put that on for? Also, what I love about the body shimmers is that they smell just like the face and body highlights. Oh, so it smells like that beautiful coconut beach scent. This could take the place of a fragrance, especially if you were going to the beach and you were just like, I just want, you know, a nice beach-like scent. Oh, look at that. Look at her. Look at her. Oh my goodness me. We can't leave this one out. I love these. So I really enjoyed this collection. I was like, you know, I tend to not like cartoony based collections. That's not really my vibe, but this one caught my eye. Highly would recommend this eyeshadow palette. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I did on the lower lash line. How did I forget that? On the lower lash line, you've already seen the demo because I just completely forgot about that. On the lower lash line, I went in with this shade called Crossover, and I was able to build this shade up. I think about 3 applications in, I was able to build this shade up to where you could see it. And then for the inner corner, I went in with this shade called Quad right here. So pigmented. I highly recommend this eyeshadow palette. It is very pigmented in terms of even the pastel matte shades. And even though I didn't touch all of these shimmers, this one shimmer that I did put in the inner corner, I was like, I already know this is gonna be completely pigmented. Like, a little goes a long way. And what I also like about this kind of reminds me of the Natasha Denona pastel palette, in that these pastel shades that I tried are very pigmented, and they're not so cool that I don't think they won't work on deeper complexions. So I would highly recommend this palette for any complexion and for anyone that is interested. The Super Shock shadows, would definitely recommend them. I would recommend the whole collection, to be honest, because I really liked everything I used, and it's just so beautiful and fun. And it's a collection that when I saw it, I was like, this is perfect for spring and summer. So I highly suggest that you check them out. I'll have links down below to all of these products and the clothing that I'm wearing, and everything else that's on my face will also be linked down below. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the makeup. Are you interested in any of these pieces? Are you going to pick them up? And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.